In the mysterious tales of Dwarven mythology, there are countless legends of a figure said to command the very essence of winter. Clad in frost-forged armor, this dwarf wields a hammer of such icy might that a single touch can freeze even the hottest streams of molten metal flowing through the mines of Gloomdeep into solid, lifeless stone. Through the ages, time has given this warrior many names: the Forge Wraith, the Frozen Hammer, the Phantom of Winter. Scholars and storytellers argue whether such a being ever truly existed, yet some believe that all these stories point to a single dwarf, one tragic figure known as Tormin the Cold. The legends always begin the same way. They speak of Tormin, son of a humble blacksmith in Gloomdeep, a boy who longed to follow in his father's footsteps. But no matter how hard he tried, no matter how fiercely he wished to love the craft of forging, he could not endure the heat of the flames. His body rebelled against the scorching air. Every time he approached his father's forge, nausea overtook him. Only the cold draft that seeped through a crack in the stone walls brought him relief. But that icy breath of air could not ease his suffering forever. One day, after another failed attempt at the forge, Tormin gave up. Hopeless and ashamed, he left his family behind, seeking refuge in the frozen north. He wandered deep into the cliffs and tunnels of the mountains of despair, losing himself in their endless, icy labyrinths. The years passed, and with them, the last remnants of his old life. It is said that Tormin eventually discovered a tunnel leading him out of the mountains toward the Harbor of Misfortune. There he boarded a ship. No one knows how long he sailed, but the stories agree on this. His journey led him past a towering iceberg in the heart of the northern winterlands. What happened when Tormin laid his hand upon the ice remains shrouded in the mists of legend. Some say the sight of the iceberg reminded him of the molten metal in his father's forge. As he pressed his palms against its frozen surface, the iceberg's soul pierced through him, and a fragment of the water of life seeped into his very being. This enchantment spread through every fiber of his body, and even through the blacksmith's hammer he had carried all those years. Frost engulfed him, wrapping him in an eternal embrace. For the first time in his life, Tormin felt at peace. With his body now imbued with winter's essence, Tormin began the long journey back to Gloomdeep, the place he had once abandoned in shame. Shivering, he stepped toward the forge that had once tormented him. But now, he felt nothing. The blistering heat that had once made him ill no longer touched him. The flames of the forge flickered and roared, yet they held no power over him. The soul of the iceberg had granted him the strength to endure the inferno. And in that moment, Tormin's heart filled with joy. He began to forge the enchanted armor he had dreamed of as a boy. With his frost-bound hammer, he worked through the night, crafting breastplates and gauntlets of unyielding steel, armor that would allow him to stand against any foe. It is said that the moment he completed his masterpiece, fulfilling the destiny his father had once envisioned for him, Tormin turned once more toward the north. In the forge, he left behind only a frost-covered anvil and a lingering veil of icy mist. To this day, no one knows where Tormin the Cold has gone. Some believe he was never more than a myth, but dwarven blacksmiths whisper another tale. They say that from time to time, as they work in the depths of their forges, a sudden breath of icy wind brushes past them, and in that fleeting moment they hear the echo of a hammer striking ice, resonating from a world hidden far below. Which tales from Teleria do you want to hear next? Just let me know in the comments. And if you like the stories, I would be very happy about a like or a subscription. That way you support me and this channel.